do they need you, or does the task at hand need your service? What's up, y'all? It's Sekhmet here, your soul conscious coach, and I'm here with another Wellness Friday tip. It is August, and August is National Wellness Month, and I was just having a brief thought within myself, as I tend to do all the time, right? But I was thinking that, you don't always have to find yourself in pursuit of other people's personal problems or making people's problems a need for a quest for your personal pursuit. And for those of us that are in service-based industries, whatever that may be, whether that's holistic, whether that is mental care, maybe it's community care, whatever capacity you're serving, whether as a product or a service, or even just sharing your energy, sometimes those of us that have a love for service, right? Because you can be in a service industry and not have a love for it, not have an appreciation for it, and not even really find fulfillment in it. But for those of us that do, sometimes it is very difficult to detach ourselves from the person we are assisting versus the actual need that they are going through. And this is where a lot of us find ourselves in overwhelm, being burnt out, being exhausted, and finding ourselves submerged in premature illnesses because we don't know how to detach the service and the work from the actual poor. And you have to create a line, a delineage. Oh no, I didn't say that correctly, but you have to create a demarcation, right? You have to create a parameter, a border, a boundary to where you know that the extent of your pour is actually draining you. And so I was just thinking that how many times have we given and poured so much of ourselves that we make someone else's problem our problem? I want to encourage you with this wellness tip today that you don't have to make their problem your personal pursuit, especially as a service provider. You provide the service to the thing, to the task. Wish the person well, and then learn how to reserve and conserve your life force, your energy, your spirit, and most importantly, your emotional intelligence and reserve for yourself. Save a little bit for yourself this weekend. Give yourself the gift of you, just as you pour into others selflessly. Do that for yourself in the ways that you would other people. Sometimes people will say, well, I'm learning how to pour into myself, but it's still not at this level of, expectation that you would for someone else. Just as people look for you to give of yourself to them. They look for your advice. They look for your wisdom. They look for your strength. They look for your courage on their behalf. You have to be willing to show up for yourself like that. And I want you to start doing that this weekend. Their problem is not your personal pursuit. You are only there to service the task at hand. You wish them well, you see them off, and you go about your life. Hopefully that made sense. I was a little late today. I do apologize. I do want to encourage you to, I have a few copies left of Divine Downloads Journal. That is my journal that I created, and it can be found in my bio link. It's my journal to help you connect to the source of truth within yourself, your divine nature. Get back to you. Get back into being homeward bound in your body. Make your body the temple and the safe place that God designed for it to be by learning how to communicate, or at least find clarity in why you are not communicating the way you would like to, with life, with spirit, with your destiny. And it don't even have to be that spiritual, y'all. I mean, it does have spiritual intent, but yeah. Anything else? I want you to know that I support you in choosing you. Elevation is a choice. and it is one that comes after a decision-making process. So remember that you can't just opt to choose you. You have to decide to choose you. There's a process to actually falling into alignment with your higher self, and I hope that you choose you. If you need some soul coaching support, you can also find that in my bio link. You are your personal pursuit, and learn how to serve yourself the way you would others. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, let me know. You know I love to have the conversation with you, and I'll speak to you soon.